up, Pep Squad? Welcome to the Pep Talk Pod. How's everybody doing?
Let's go.
I guess that means everybody's doing okay. Some people might be a little bit on the tipsy side because they might have been celebrating a little too hard yesterday.
Oh, dang. I forgot my cup.
Oh,
I got mine.
Girl, we need to be toasting to you. We need to be turning up on that right there. I got my cup.
So y'all, Olympics fatigue is over. The WNBA season is back in full swing, and the New York Liberty is the first team to claim a playoff spot. Right now, it's looking like the Liberty, Sun, Lynx, Aces, Storm, Mercury, Fever, and Sky are going to be in the playoffs. There's a couple of teams knocking for that 8th spot. But have we been enjoying what we've been seeing since we came back from break? It's been a long break.
It has been a long break. Yeah.
It's been long to us, but I promise you, I bet you somebody's like, I'm glad we make the playoffs.
Oh my goodness.
You girls ready to go to bed.
They tired.
They
Wore
tired.
out.
They wore out, baby.
Who was that? Somebody in the chat was like, Lord, they playing so they was playing so good. The Phoenix Mercury beating up on the Sky so much they put Diana Taurasi in the other night.
Yes, is that not crazy? It was me. I'm the one that said it, and I didn't appreciate the way she went off against the Sky at all. She went way off. I said, "Wait."
Clearly, she went way off, baby. Because they got the brain beat off of him.
She didn't play in the Olympics. She was rested. So
and well rested. Yes. She was warming the bitch for everybody else, keeping the bitch warm.
Wait, why they was mad though? Why they was mad? They was like, no way Diana Taurasi doesn't play in the final, the game for gold in the Olympics. Why do you think that's so? And people were like, it was like maybe it was the 6 or 7 other Olympics she's played in. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. Who knows?
She played in a lot of them. That's all I can say.
Yeah. She's finna retire, right?
Yeah, she's earned the sit on the bench and collect that final gold on her way out. She's done for the game. I don't understand why people were making such a big deal about her not playing. I mean, she's held up the league for so many seasons. Let her be the team mascot. She was there to provide some leadership and
that's right.
Hype them up, especially in that last game, as we talked about it.
Ooh.
But that was her role on the team. It wasn't to put up minutes. And clearly, maybe she's trying to make one final run in this last WNBA season that she got. So I don't know.
She need to run on to the crib because it's not happening.
The Rookie of the Year race, we're doing our WNBA rookie tracker. I think at this point it's coming down to 2 players who keep putting up benchmarks. You got Caitlin Clark, who literally just put up, what was it? She put up the NBA rookie record for assists. Angel Reese is the fastest player to reach 20 double doubles. Right now, the Fever have fought their way back into the playoff race. They're ahead of Chicago. They got a better record. They're playing really good. Caitlin and Aaliyah are gelling. Who's going to catch it at the end? Who's going to take that Rookie of the Year honor?
I'm going to root for Angel because she's been, honestly, Angel's been consistent from day one since she got there. I agree. From like the beginning, like Caitlin Clark is now catching up. Keyword catching up. Like she started off slow. She started off crying. She had to get herself together. She had to find her shot. She's
still crying.
Yeah, she's still crying, but she's much better. You have to give it to her. Like from where she started, now she's much better. So I am hoping that everyone is being fair about it and looking at the everything as a whole. From the beginning up until this point.
Yeah, that's right.
And how can you not give it to Angel?
That word you use, that HOPE, I don't know. Because they've been forcing Caitlin when she wasn't even scoring, that she was going to get it. They've been pushing that when she wasn't even doing no assist. And all of a sudden, now that she done woke up to the game, yeah.
Well, she was doing assists, but it was just to the other team because she had broke the record from turnover. Sorry. Okay,
That's it.
no,
I love it.
I think this new record is for her actually giving it to her teammate, like making sure her teammates receive the ball and score. So that's very impressive. I must say so.
Yeah. I got a highlight reel for my cousin Tilford. And I was like, really? You showing me Caitlin Clark when she playing the Phoenix Mercury? I was like, man, none of us said she couldn't play, but golly, this what you gonna send us?
And
he is president. He president of the Caitlin Clark fan club.
Absolutely.
I can believe it, but you know, hey, what more do you expect? He's an Ohio State fan. So anywho,
that part, blue.
He just wants somebody. You know,
what Tasha say? Boom.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, really? But yeah, I hope Angel gets it.
I do too. It's coming down to those two teams and those. I mean, I think Sean, you mentioned yesterday on the call, you're talking about the Atlanta Dream. They're kind of making a push in that 9 spot. I mean, Chicago's going to have to really pick up their gameplay if they want to maintain that last playoff spot, because the Atlanta Dream are right there at their heels.
Atlanta Dream is coming for blood. They said everybody played on their name and they done got Canada back, and they are not playing. Okay, they putting a whooping and on some folks. You hear me? They done pulled Tina Charles out of retirement and they gunning. They gunning for some type of playoff spot. They saying if we just hold on a little while longer, we're gonna get in that top playoff position. What I will say is I'm so unimpressed with the Chicago Sky. I'm disgusted. I've been saying it since the beginning of the season that this offense is just so shaky, it's unreliable, and there's no way we went on a 5-week break just about, and this is all we came up with. It's absolutely embarrassing. It's horrendous. I don't understand what's going on. They got too much talent on them. They don't have any leaders on that team. Angel is carrying the team game in and game out. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. I was so pumped about this Benham pickup, but she is too streaky. She's not consistently shooting the ball like she should. And I thought getting her some more burn because she wasn't getting a lot of PT in Connecticut, that this would be a good look for her. Maybe her personality would kind of gel with the culture better. But I'm just not seeing it. Kennedy has been sick. When Kennedy ain't on, nobody else ain't doing nothing but Angel. And Camilla is just getting in foul trouble every night. And that was a story of, her collegiate career too. She was strong under the basket, but you want to be able to keep her on the court. How do we do that? Yeah. Because we got to figure out how to show her how to post up without getting them petty fouls. I mean, some of the fouls, it's just like, you do that?
Yeah, it's like the ref got the whistle in their throat.
They got it in their throat the moment she left her hands in the air. They got to see it coming. It's like, I know that they starting the season off, they were trying to gel, but we had too much time off with these girls that did not play in the Olympics. They had enough time to really try and get together and form some offense. And it's absolutely disgusting. I will say Seattle Storm has gotten exposed. They're a streaky team. I'll say the Mercury, sorry. LA sorry.
Not sorry.
And they started in Connecticut and got exposed now too, because Connecticut's struggling against the LA Sparks. So what we said again, you got to play the whole entire season.
Whole season. Yeah. In Seattle, they was looking good, but you're right.
They looking streaky now. It's just like Dallas. Like anybody that played Dallas, I automatically put a W. Win. I mean, I already know whoever they playing, that person gonna win. And that's bad. I'm not even saying that to be funny, but that's like the Mystics too. Whoever they playing, they gonna win.
Yeah. But, well, they're at the bottom of the standings for a reason. So yeah,
for sure. But what's the explanation for how Connecticut has fell into this slumber? Can somebody explain?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I think right now, I just saw that Seattle picked up Gabby Williams from Team France.
We knew that was coming. So they needed her.
They needed her.
Should have got in Chicago.
I mean, we saw the Aces they've been kind of in and out too. I don't know. Do they still feel like they have that lawsuit going on with Becky being sued over the discrimination thing. So they got some locker room behind the scenes stuff going on.
What happened?
Wow.
I didn't know that. I missed that.
Oh, you guys haven't been paying attention?
No, I missed a lawsuit. I thought it was about the money the city was giving them. You talking about something else?
No, Derica Hamby. She is suing because she said that she was discriminated against for getting pregnant. Basically.
Oh.
Yes.
In Vegas.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
She's basically saying that, she's saying that they discriminated against her and cut her because she got pregnant. So Becky gave a press conference, said that did not happen yesterday. I mean, obviously she's going to say that did not happen, but that's kind of been a distraction to them, what they got going on in Las Vegas, defending champs. I don't know. They still feel like, it feels like the Liberty are kind of hitting their stride at the right time.
Yeah, I think they are hitting their stride at the right time. I will say, shoot, the way that Seattle started the season and then to see them playing now, I was like, where did the team go? Did they all go to the crib and then come? I'm confused by what happened. But I see
they were still in Paris. They still in Paris.
Yeah. Well, they ain't had nobody but Lloyd in Paris. Who else was there?
They went up at a party. They should have stayed at home.
They was hanging out. Yeah.
I mean, wow, they went like they went from lights out to all the lights are on. What's going on? Anybody here?
Well, this playoff season should be quite interesting.
Very.
Looking forward to it. Honestly, there's a lot of teams that I like and want to win for different reasons. I like the Aces. I like Asia.
Yeah.
I like that team. I like the Liberty because I like Big Ellie, their mascot. She's amazing.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this though. Connecticut picked up that doggone Marina Mabry, and Marina she been getting buckets. I don't know what switch they didn't turn on for her in Chicago, but she playing a totally different ball game in Connecticut.
Wow.
She kept them in the games that they were even in for the last 2-3 games they didn't play.
2-3 games.
Today, she's kept them in the game. So I don't know what I don't know what type of coach. I know coaching styles and stuff like that, trigger different things and emotions, skills out of people, but it seems like it was a pretty good pickup for them. Y'all see Noel and coach get into it at the end of the game?
Oh,
when Seattle played who did they play? The Fever.
Oh,
she didn't pull her bench. Yeah, she was tight.
Indiana.
She was tight. She was tight about that.
I love the Sparks. I mean, not the team, not the LA Sparks. I'm saying I love.
You like
Well, again, interesting season, a lot to look forward to. But I want to say things are heating up. Obviously, we are in preseason NFL, and some fireworks all ready to start us off. Tua Tagovailoa, former Alabama quarterback for the Dolphins, did an interview with the Dan Le Batard show, and he basically called out Brian Flores and his coaching style. Called him a terrible person. Said that he began to believe he didn't belong as an NFL quarterback under Flores, and that Mike McDaniels basically had to train him out of that mindset from the past 2 seasons. And we saw Brian Flores came out today and basically kind of admit that he was a terrible person. He basically said he's genuinely happy for the success that Tua's had, and he wishes him all the best. And he said that he realizes that he's had a lot to learn as a coach. Interesting, because I'm like,
but Tua's still learning himself. I mean, so what part are we missing?
Yeah.
For him to throw Brian under the bus, did he actually go down up under the bus, under the second set of wheels with him? Because he's still learning.
Yeah. And
as much as we loved him when he was with Alabama, when he got over to Miami, it's like we talking about the WNBA flipping The NFL hit the Miami Dolphins flip too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because we know if he was gonna be playing today or tomorrow.
No, he stayed injured.
Injury prone.
Well, according to him, he said that, you know, he had this coach his coach was basically in his ear telling him that he sucked every day.
He didn't deserve to be there.
It was messing with his mental, and that's why he wasn't able to properly acclimate to playing in the NFL, because he had this person.
That was first season. First season.
Yes.
What can he say about this second season? Because the second season, Ryan wasn't there.
Well,
I think
it's the same status to me.
Wait, so
wait.
I'm sorry. Maybe this is the one where he got back too soon, where they knocked his lights out and then let him get back out in the game and play. It probably was too soon. He needed to recover from that. And
that was the first season.
Right?
Oh, that was the second season.
Yeah, I think it was the second. What happens with percussion, with concussion protocol? I'm trying to put protocol and concussion together. My bad. But them concussion protocols, I think they need to be reviewed. I think after that they did review them, but truly a lot of the damage that happens inside, you can't see it, but people will manifest different behaviors. Everybody that was watching that game saw something was wrong with him, and so for us to see him get back out on the field, I truly think that was a little bit too soon, and it always felt like he was playing on edge a little bit, like is it gonna be, you know what I'm saying? And that's a very scary feeling. And sometimes you probably can't even verbalize what it is that you're experiencing, because I mean that was a pretty dangerous concussion that he had. But I think year 2 was when he got that. Am I tripping? It was a year ago, 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, I feel like that was his second season, not the first.
It was his second season, right? So he wasn't there. Is what I'm saying. So I think the concussion matter.
Well, again, he said he had to unlearn all of the stuff all the bad habits, all of the doubts, and that he had from playing his first season and getting folded in half every game like he was.
Right. Yeah, because I understand what you're saying. Because Tua, well, we all knew too that it was a lot of stuff that Tua was going to have to work on when he went to the NFL. Let's just be honest. You know, even at Alabama, we was like, yeah, he's just. I mean, he wasn't
like that powerful quarterback.
He was not.
Yeah,
so, but
he just had good players.
But with that, he had excellent players. You get what I'm saying? He had great receivers, and he had an outstanding running back that was there to back him up. So, like, come on, guys, we had to remember that. But for you to get up under a coach as a newbie, as this is your first year in the NFL. Everyone knew he was going to need that work. He was going to have to put in work, and you would think that that your coach, who's now your new coach, will try to have that bond with you so he can help you along the way, not put you in harm's way. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what Tools was saying. Like, I understand I need to work. He knew that we need to work. The organization knew that I need to work, but he never took the time out to actually give me that, what I needed. And so therefore I had that season, I was scared as hell, and then I got folded up. Then I go to the second season, and it get even worse. You know what I'm saying? And so now my coach, my new head coach, has got to undo what his old head, and it's amazing how arrogant that is. Like, oh yeah, I know I did some bad stuff, and I'm working on that. No, you're not. If they give you the opportunity again today, it will be another fresh legs, new quarterback that he's gonna like. He's gonna put that pressure on him. He's gonna put that pressure on him.
Well, okay, so Brian Flores is now the coordinating up in Minnesota. Minnesota's coach came out and basically said that he has a great great rapport, great relationship, with the team up there. But like I said, if you saw Flores' press conference today, and his voice was kind of shaking when he was saying it, it seemed to me that he recognized that, I probably did not handle the situation with Tua the best that I could have. And I mean, it seemed like Tua basically was right in his gripes, and maybe maybe that's another reason why he got sacked by Miami. I don't know, because you guys know Brian Flores had that discrimination lawsuit against the Dolphins and that organization. So there's a lot that was going on, not only with Tua, but also with Brian Flores and behind the scenes with that organization. So I just think it was just a mix of all of that going on that created a toxic environment.
He's
for the both of them.
Yeah, he's in a city, he's in a state in the city that he can relate to better. Miami just no. You know, I'm saying that trying to be as diplomatic as possible, but no, that's no. It's just one going to match up with him, and then he give him Tua. No, you know, so he did everything to, you know, to fold Tua up, and he put him in some dangerous situations because some of those passes and some of those things that he was calling, come on, I was like, just don't go back in. At one point, I think me and Sean was on the phone, like, please just don't go back in, fall out or something, just don't go back in because, oh my God.
But he never failed.
It was horrible at one point.
I don't know if he was trying to prove something or what. Like, but golly, it was just crazy. But
yeah,
hey,
yeah. I mean, I guess. Already, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I guess, you know, it kind of make you wonder though. Will everybody or every other quarterback that may have a difficult first season or a different rookie season, we just can say Bryce Young, for example. He over here in Carolina and he getting folded, right? You know what I'm saying? So are we looking for him too? Because, you know, you kind of have a ripple effect. People feel like, oh, okay, so you said this, I'm gonna say it too,
right?
Like it just makes me wonder, like, what are these other rookie quarterbacks will say? But he's not there either.
No, the organization is not doing him any good. The head coach is surely not calling great plays for him, and he's getting ate alive off the line.
Well, they have a new head
coach.
They have a new head coach.
Yeah, I'm saying previously, like
yeah,
it's just like the Tua.
Just from what I've seen surrounding Dave Canales and sort of his coaching style and sort of the rapport he has in the locker room, I think it's a different energy right now in Carolina. I'm interested to see if that translates. I mean, he's a younger guy, obviously. So, and he kind of relates to them. He's also the only active Latino coach in the NFL. So that's interesting. He's got a lot on his shoulders as well. He seems to relate to them. I don't know. I just little insight, just like we've been around the team this off season for different projects, and it just seems like the energy there is a little bit different.
That's
so
good.
I'm interested to see what happens with Bryce in Carolina.
I hope good things happen.
We all are.
Hopefully Bryce got somebody to help him out. He gonna get knotted up some more.
Oh, jeez.
That's it. That's all I got. I hate to see it happen. I just say, you know, the crazy thing is Stroud would be getting knotted up too if he'd have been in North Carolina and Bryce would have been in Texas. It's just he don't have a line at all.
That's right.
He don't have any protection, and that's a very scary place to be in for a quarterback. And what makes me more fearful is that this is his intro into the NFL, not having any protection. What does that do for his longevity? You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you think about it, all the number one pick quarterbacks late in the past few years. If you were on Jalen Hurts, you had a bad season starting out your first year. Because look at Sunshine at Jacksonville.
Trevor
Lawrence. He had a horrible 2 seasons in a row.
Yeah. But they fixed it though. That's the thing.
They did. So hopefully Carolina turn back around and fix their issue. But I don't even know, did Carolina even get in the offensive lineman in the
offense in the draft.
I think that's what everybody was screaming.
So, Bryce.
Switching gears, let's move over. I know we're kind of switching sports, but the Brian Flores story was such a big one. Some post-Olympics news. Sean, what we got?
Post-Olympics news.
Girl, we got some new sports.
No, people don't be paying. You know what? I'm not calling on nobody no more today.
If you're talking about Beignet Wallace, then yes, I can talk to you about Beignet. Okay. Okay. I thought when you said post labor, I thought you was talking about what we bringing in other sports in 2028.
Yeah,
I was confusion. Anyway, we saw that Beignet Wallace he put up a poster board performance in the Olympic golf game because obviously he was trying to bid himself for a place back into the NBA. And so I think for us, we talked about the fact that we obviously knew that they weren't going to lose, but for those players, foreign, and playing abroad, that's like their dibs. This is like their highlight reel for them, to be able to sell themselves and get on the roster. So I'm impressed on his reentry. How do you guys feel about him?
Well, just a little bit of context because Sean didn't give any. So Gershon Yabusele signing with the 76ers. So he'll be playing next to Joel Embiid in a $2.1 million deal after his Olympics performance.
Hey, he had what?
It's a $2.1 million.
Oh, I thought you said billion. I was about to say, if y'all don't send Beignet back across the friend, I know you playing with me. Make that very clear. That sounded like
meal.
Okay.
I mean, after he did look, he posturized LeBron during the game, right?
That was not. No, he did not.
Girl,
I really want y'all to let that go. LeBron did not even jump. Okay, let's stop. Let's let that go. He did not jump.
Well, he should have jumped. He should have did something because he got all in his face.
No, he did. He's a vet. He sat there and let him go ahead and get his shot off.
He did. He got there late anyway. He just kind of stood there. But I know the conversation afterwards, people were like, "Oh, they about to do everything in their power to erase that footage. It'll never exist. No one will ever see that dunk ever again."
Not on the great.
And they just kept showing it. Is this y'all player, LeBron James? Oh my, look at him. Look at him. I'm like, okay, y'all ain't never seen him get dunked on before.
Correct.
He's also been dunked on.
The first time.
He's 39. I mean,
that right there.
Yes.
How
LeBron
Wallace is.
But the talk is, I don't know if y'all heard when Dwayne Wade was talking about how LeBron was dunking so much doing warm-ups that they was expecting him to actually shine in the actual game for the Olympics. Because it was like in one practice, he did like 39 dunks. So that was the reason why they was joning him about old dude.
dunking on him.
I mean, he did play a good game still.
I think LeBron played an awesome tournament.
He carried the whole team.
Yeah, I mean, granted, Curry kind of pulled it out there in that game, but that's the only time he showed up. I would say LeBron pretty much carried them throughout the whole tournament.
Yeah, he did. Curry showed up the last two games and played lights out, but LeBron carried the Team USA that whole tournament. I mean, when they were like, did Steph go to Paris or is he still in the US? We were like, LeBron was handling them guys like grown men. And they were
Steph Curry was celebrating his anniversary.
Steph Curry
and his new baby.
And then he was like, okay, then I guess I'll go play.
He still had baby fever.
That baby still got milk around his nose. It had no business being in Paris. You hear
that baby still had a placenta perm. It was so ridiculous. All I didn't know.
You go too far.
What?
You go too far.
Oh, y'all go too far. She just went somewhere that you ain't been.
She did.
Y'all all do.
Oh, man.
Speaking of the Olympics, something else, some new developments, some new sports we're gonna get next time, and one that we are not gonna see in LA. What about it?
Oh, I'm so glad we're seeing Ray Gunn and in the Breakers. Baby, she crushed it. She crushed it so till they said it's out of here. We're done.
We're done.
You're done and we're done. As a matter of fact, we're going to investigate you. Because
one question, is that the only sport they actually took out? Because they should have took out that thing on balloon crap and that rock climbing
in there.
I didn't see
balloon one in there. That was just something I sent, but ballooning one in there. And what was the other?
Okay. Because I thought that rock climbing.
Oh yeah, the rock climbing in there. The wall climbing.
Yeah.
Them people be going up there like Spider-Man, baby.
That dude broke his own record.
Mm-hmm.
And rock climbing.
My eyes and my hand and feet can't do that at the same time. They was doing good.
What is so competitive about it?
Anywho, I'm happy.
It takes a lot of. So they're dropping breaking. Breaking's not going to be here in LA 2028, which is
shouldn't have never made it in.
I mean, that's debatable. But what makes me upset is that for it to finally get in, and for people who actually do take the sport seriously, or the activity seriously, for her to be the talk of the whole competition, and that nonsense who claim to have a PhD in breaking, which doesn't even exist. Anyway, and also they're talking about at the next game, boxing is not going to be in the Olympics anymore.
What?
Yeah.
Is that the... Ooh,
but guess what?
Now we got issues.
But guess what?
They got serious issues.
Here's more opportunities for gold. Baseball and softball will be there. That's automatic. Think about it.
And lacrosse.
A goal for who? Not for USA.
Yeah,
not baseball.
Baseball.
Baby, that is definitely a Cuba, a Mexico.
Y'all giving it to
Japan. If you think about it, if you look at all the players that's actually in the MLB right now, they come from them other countries. They don't. Most of them don't even pay the U.S. to have their own players. I don't see U.S. getting that in that baseball. Not at all. Maybe softball, but I doubt in baseball. Maybe softball, but not in. No, baby, it's too much money in Cuba, in the DR.
A whole lot of money. I said it here. We come back in 4 years.
What's that, Melissa?
I agree. Baby, that church spiker wasn't working. Geneva kept going.
She done turned into Lil' Kim. G felt that down in her spirit, honey. She had to let
her pinky toe, baby. You hear me? Listen, I agree. Yes. Now they're gonna have to, for USA, they really gonna have to go to college to find some players, because that's the only people that's gonna be able to play. Because everybody else is in the MLB, the majority of them are pitchers for the USA. So everybody can't pitch. Somebody got to play first, second, third, center field, left field, right field, catcher.
And also the other thing, I mean, you're going to run into the same issue you run into with the WNBA is their season is obviously over the summertime.
In the middle. Yeah.
In the middle of the summer. So it's kind of like, who's going to even be playing? Who's going to be taking off in the middle of the season to go play in the Olympics? I don't know. And that was the reason why baseball... Yeah, that's the reason why baseball had been taken out previously. I mean, it's making a comeback. So I'm really interested to see how they're going to do that schedule-wise. But I mean, Geneva, aka Chris, is correct. Most of the talent in the MLB is foreign-born, not from
I
US.
understand that, but here's my position on it. Most of the talent here in the U.S. is foreign. A lot of these collegiate teams sponsor these kids to come over and play in our country. Our collegiate baseball teams are insane. They are very talented. And I think that with the talent that we have here in the US, even though they're foreign, I think that those guys will still be some of those guys will still be representing Team USA. I do not think that all the foreign players are going to all wake up tomorrow and be back in the DR playing for DR and back in Cuba playing for Cuba. I do believe, I mean, that's just my position, because what is it going to be? Team Cuba what all baseball and all the MLB players gonna leave in the middle of the MLB season to go play Cuban. It's not gonna happen. That's why I said it's the automatic win for USA. Mark my words, it's a money thing. USA gonna be hosting the Olympics in LA. They're not gonna bring the baseball and softball back, hosting it in this country and not put their money behind them guys to get out there and win a gold. Watch what I say. We'll see you in 2028.
What'd you say, Chris?
Well, let me piggyback off Sean. The collegiate team are great. Our HBCU collegiate team are the greatest. Now, if they were to recruit in that state and bring them in to play in the Olympics for the MLB, that make a statement. But you got to understand, a lot of our money in the MLB is not here in the United States. Is not here in the United States, regardless of how they want to actually put it. Even the owners, they don't even want to admit to the fact that they spend most of their money in those countries for those players. They don't even recruit their own, and half of them are Caucasian. No, not all of them are Caucasian, and they don't even recruit half of them. So it would actually be surprising to me, but if they go to the collegiate and actually start recruiting off that end, they have to do HBCU. And that's something that we probably have to force them to do.
I do believe HBCU would be. I'm sorry, go ahead, Shayna.
No, go ahead.
I think that the HBCU, obviously, I went to a HBCU. We obviously had a lot of Cuban players play at A&M. A lot of people don't realize that that's their recruiting grounds as well. But what I will say is I'm just going to give you a picture of how baseball recruiting looks. Out of Atlanta alone, in East Cobb, they've had over 10 athletes come out of East Cobb in the last decade that play in the MLB. There's no other area that solidified with MLB players in the country. So when I say we do have players in the MLB that are stateside, we do. These kids are getting Tommy John's surgeries in 6th and 7th grade. You understand what I'm saying? So when I mean we actually have homegrown players in them, I understand what you're saying. We do have a lot of foreigners in the MLB, but the recruiting in the recruiting grounds is bred here in the Southeast, here in Georgia, in South Carolina, and heavily in Midwest. The players are there. That's just my take. I think we'll be fine.
Well, I got one more thing I'm gonna say about this Olympics thing. If the USA don't start playing their players like the other countries was, I don't know how them MLB players are going to be accrued. Because you look at the money that the USA was paying them.
For their medal.
Yes, that was ridiculous. For us to be as high in revenue, that was an embarrassment.
And that was the point. That was the point I was going to say when Sean was talking about all these players that we have foreign born are not going to play for their countries. Yes, they will, because their countries actually pay them to pay for their country. I mean, we don't pay, and it's only certain sports that we really are invested in, Olympics wise, in the US, that have actual associations, that have infrastructure, that have money behind them, like gymnastics, and that's only women's gymnastics, like swimming, like basketball, like we have though. And so with baseball, you're kind of building something from the ground up. Again, it's going to be in the middle of baseball season, so that's already going to be an issue. I don't know, it's going to be tough. I hope they get it together, because I would love to see the US kind of get back to the top of baseball dominance. But even I just feel like the rest of the world has kind of caught up to us in baseball. With the way it's looking, and that's just kind of the reality of it at this point. I mean, even when we play in those international tournaments, we still getting beat by the Japans of the world and the TRs of the world.
Oh yeah,
like we're still getting beat. The US is still getting beat in those tournaments. So I just don't. I don't know. I think the rest of the world's caught up to us, and America's passing out. I want to end the show with something a little fun. Our eldest sister over here had a birthday. Celebrate her birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, she's still
birthday.
Happy birthday. You drank some good coffee this morning?
No.
That's a negative.
What she need to do for the rest of the week is drink water.
She's supposed to be off of coffee. She supposed to been trying to come off of coffee. What's going on?
I ain't had no coffee today.
Okay.
Did you see the eyes?
I saw them eyes.
Yeah, okay.
She has some
you and your children, y'all couldn't tell a lie. Y'all tried.
I ain't had no coffee today. Everything. Yeah, that was everything I needed to hear. That was a waste of time.
Well, I wanted to end the show with a little video tribute to our elder sister. So let's just take a look.
Look how she looking. You scared? You scared? You scared?
You scared?
Yes.
Don't be scared.
I'm very.
Oh,
what to do? How? Well, can we get an amen or can we get a swallowed up?
I'm not good. It was a swallowed up for me.
Have you ever been swallowed?
Oh,
thank you.
Swallowed.
He had Davis with him. He had Dwight Howard with him. He had Dwight Howard. The freak from the streets, that man, that fool right there. Yeah, exactly.
Allegedly.
Mute her. Mute her mic. She's done for the night. Did you just say
that?
Break dancing. I can't wait till they break dance. I can't wait. How you gonna judge it? Oh, you gonna judge how many times I spin on my head? On my head? How many flips I do? Am I gonna split, come back up, turn around? You gonna judge? How you gonna judge that?
This girl was crazy, baby.
That's how you gonna be watching it too, and Tracy.
Yeah,
that's what you gonna be
all
in.
I'll be all in. I want to see how many skips they do. Like if they gonna join us because I skip, boo boo, turn on my head, flip,
boo boo,
land on my head like this or something like that. I can't wait.
And all these they did just that
like
with her.
Dance battle.
That's why I ain't coming back.
Like bring it on.
A stomp yard.
What they gonna do, Tracy?
Stomp yard.
Your turn. Block. Did I marry?
Just one block. Just one block.
One block.
One.
Yeah.
One.
Who the block did I marry?
Did I marry?
It was block. You bleeping out.
Who the block I married?
Who the block?
That's the finger for me. Who the block?
There go them cups. Look at them cups.
I know. And now she big for the cup.
To you.
To you.
Deuce.
Happy birthday, Tracy.
2 fingers.
Thank you, ladies.
And make a wish. And blow out your candle. Close your eyes and make a wish. Okay.
There was a lot to choose from for the Tracy blooper reel. I had to keep it to 2 minutes, but it was a lot to choose from.
Yeah.
What did your Spanish friend say? What did your Spanish friend say to you? What did the message say?
He said happy birthday to me in Spanish.
But how did you say it?
I ain't gonna say it.
They gonna put you on blooper again, sis. Don't do it.
I ain't gonna say it. She's trying to set me up then. She's trying to set me up.
Yes.
Because I don't know
what
you
baby.
They trying to get you, Tracy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please,
what did he
don't
say?
do it.
No.
At least read it and just tell us what he said. I mean, I don't even understand what's going on here.
He said, how you say happy birthday in Spanish?
No, you got it. Just read what it say.
John so messy. I can't say it.
Just say what it looked like.
I can't say it.
Yes, you can.
No, don't do it.
Give me the
I told you.
And look, and she always got the amen corner with her hat on. The amen corner with the hat on. She always up for something.
But I told you what it was yesterday. What is it?
Feliz.
Huh? Feliz. Namaconamos.
But it starts with a C. Where you get the M from?
My child literally just fell out the chair in the other room. She have fallen out of the. I cannot believe. I told you don't do it. You need to learn how to pay attention.
I'll be trying real hard.
Do it. You got it, sis. Try it.
I'm gone.
I want to respond. And he said, Feliz Namaconamos. I said, what?
I wanted to respond back in Spanish, but I couldn't.
You couldn't even read what he said in Spanish. How did you even know what he was saying?
Feliz coming to Nana's.
Coming to Nana's. He coming to Nana's house.
Shayna.
That was
turn this recording off. Put us to sleep. Because we're going to sleep for real.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
God.
I'm gonna put you to sleep. But I'm gonna put you to sleep with this saying. It's Feliz cumpleaños.
Who?
Cumpleaños.
Feliz Cusinamos.
What are you hearing? You're not even hearing us. What are you saying?
Shayna.
Cumpleaños.
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 Close enough.